So quite a while back, I covered the Night Sisters trilogy of the Clone Wars, which ended with the revelation that Darth Maul, cut in half and dropped down a bottomless pit, was somehow still alive. For some reason, I was skeptical, but in light of recent events, I've decided it's time to find out. And so, we pick up with the journey of Asajj Opress, and I'll remind you that I may slip up and say Savage on account of the fact that it's spelled exactly the same and it fits his personality. It's like if Tony Stark's alter ego was Iron Man. It's like, why?
No, it's pronounced Igor.
Well, a long time has passed from mid-season 3 to the very end of season 4 for this two-part story. Let's kick things off by checking in with his former master.
I can sense him, Grievous. That creature, Asajj Opress, is growing stronger and stronger as each day passes.
Excuse me, I just threw up in my mouth. Did you call me here just to nauseate you with your pretentious speeches? Because I'm trying to win a war for you here. At that moment, Asajj is up to evil. Oh yes, he's roughing up a waitress in a diner. This is indeed a menace worthy of the attention of the leader of a galaxy-spanning uprising, isn't it? I'll bet he probably only tips her 5%, too. He's just that evil. As he runs off from the guy chasing him with a frying pan, to prove what a menace Asajj is, God only knows what that Teflon might do to him. Then, the powerful Darkside warrior hides among some crates so that nobody can find him. Yeah, this really shows what a threat he is. Maybe we can really capture the menace that he is by having a homeless guy beat him up and steal his pants. Well, soon he has far greater concerns as his talisman reacts to the dust on them, a clue for how he can find Maul. Elsewhere, Asajj Ventress senses that something is up. Remember, this whole mess started because Dooku fired her on orders from Sidious. Because I'm the boss. You shall do whatever I decree. In fact, for your next speech I declare that you will wear a red rubber clown nose so that all will wonder what the hidden message is. The hidden message is you, Dooku, are my little bitch. But Asajj knows that if Asajj is back on the prowl, there's a good chance he'll come after her over what happened during their last fight. But right now, the big guy is too busy trying to figure out where those crates came from. This is going to take all of his detective skills to sort out.
The cargo you just dropped off. What planet did it come from?
Tell me now, or I'll detective you right in the face.
The junk fields on planet Lothar Minor.
Take me there.
Okay.
And I expect first-class treatment. What is the in-flight movie? Sherlock Gnomes. Damn, I was hoping to watch Infinity War. I really love that Iron Man. Meanwhile, Anakin and Ahsoka are on their way back from a mission and swing by the diner for some grub, only to discover all the chaos in the wake of Savaj's arrival.
You want to tell me what happened here?
We have it under control, sir.
Oh, jurisdiction pissing contest. You may be a fancy Jedi, but you're in my house now. Wipe your feet. Well, they're not letting an attempted murder get in the way of their dinner, but Anakin gets the general sense of evil from Asajj, but he can't be too specific. This scene is incredibly important because we would not see these two for the rest of the episode, or the rest of the story arc, or the rest of the season. And I'm sure we were wondering, were they going to starve to death, or would they, in fact, stop somewhere and have lunch? Now we know. I'm sure that throughout the hiatus, it would have been eating away at us, not knowing. Anyway, Asajj is indeed out there, nearly to the junk fields. Maybe Wreck-Gar can help him out. And then decides that he can do the rest of the piloting without needing any help. Guy looked like he needed a break anyway. Asajj lands the ship amidst the refuse in order to get started. And you can see why Maul settled here. Such a lovely view. The way the tire fires light up the piles of garbage. Perfect. It's like Wall-E designed his own theme park.
No! Not when I'm so close!
Yeah, I hate when I drop signal too. What a pain. Well, a talking snake swings by, which Asajj is ready to ignore. He's seen the Jungle Book after all. But when it offers to be his guide, he grudgingly decides to take its help.
But you'll need my guidance to avoid the fire breathers.
Oh, carnies, yeah, you don't want to cross them. They will mess you up. Oh man, the years haven't been kind to Robosaurus, have they? On the way, they run across a bunch of junkers, basically cybernetic Tusken Raiders, and that they're mostly covered and attack for the crime of being within attack range. They eventually realize this policy shouldn't apply against people with lightsabers and run off, so the quest can continue. Ka asks about what they're searching for, and in response to the mention of the missing brother, says that there's a legend about a horned creature dragging people down below, never to return. So that sounds hopeful. In the midst of an acid rainstorm, the doohickey finally lights up when they find shelter, but when there's nothing in there but junk and junker corpses, Savage assumes the old lady lied. Although why she would set this particular deception up seems pretty inexplicable. I mean, there's easier things than making up a story about a dead brother and tuning a medallion to lead to a lean-to on a garbage planet. I mean, I'd just send him down to Wendy's and slip out while he was gone. Well, to round it out, the snake, trying not to be too surprised, betrays Savage, dropping him down a pit to be killed, with the snake getting to eat whatever is left of him. At least nothing goes to waste, which is no doubt a good lesson when you live on a giant landfill. Don't be wasteful. This world, this is a warning of the menace of plastic straws. Down in the tunnel, Savage is being stalked by some spider-like creature, but after it attacks, Savage realizes that it's Maul's upper body attached to a mechanical spider body, like a centaur is imagined by Lovecraft. Maul is doing well for a guy who's spent the past decade plus as a spider on a junk planet. That is, he's only mostly insane. So it's not the reunion Savage was hoping for, and one thing about dealing with crazy people, you have to be patient with them even when they're at their most frustrating.
I'm ready for my leftovers. Oh, it's still alive, huh?
Which means it's a real godsend when there is something or someone for you to yell at, let me tell you. Savage finally strangles him, which, as a snake, isn't really all that hard. You got a lot of neck to work with when you're strangling a snake. But Maul rants and rambles about all kinds of things until he gradually dribbles out about the Jedi who took his legs and the need for vengeance, which is good and simple, something Savage can get behind. He prefers things that are simple. Well, all of this excitement seems to have awakened Maul's Force imprint or something, because it sends out a universal ping that Yoda and Obi-Wan Kenobi pick up on. And considering the next chapter is called Revenge, I'm guessing he's going to be very much involved in what comes afterwards. To find out, tune in next time.
All hail the Overlord! All hail the Overlord!
Hey! What are you doing?
We don't want any trouble. We were only trying to help.
Blue, are you crazy? Pointing that thing at a Jedi? Put it down now!